Hello everyone, my name is Hanazi Abdullah. I'm an architect and I'm Anna's friend, and I'm presenting her to you today and to do a small introduction about her work, and after that we will be asking some questions and waiting for your questions, and we will go at the end to find the book, and that's it. The whole thing will take around 30 minutes, but usually I don't write anything I want to talk about someone or a subject. But today I prepared a word that I would like to read for you. Her highest potential is to design emotion the way architects design spaces. She builds photo narratives with emotion and storytelling. I thought that the way to talk about you, Anna, with your architectural approach today, I wanted to say this about you. So when you capture, the way you capture not just the geometry of spaces, but how you make the space, how I would like to present you. The way you work with the light, the use of natural light, and how you play with the shadows and the lights. This makes much like an architect's plays with volumes, so you sculpt light and create and perceive. Her photographs often echoes architectural compositions, lines, grids, voids. Each shot feels like a carefully considered section throughout someone's life. When I'm saying that, it's also because when I saw the book you did about Thailand, the way she took pictures of the people in Thailand, the way she made us feel throughout the photos that she put in this book, it's the essence of Thailand. So today you are going to sign two books, Roma and Thailand, right? You are the winner of the first award of this competition that was done in Thailand for the Ministry of Tourism. You were 10 photographs and you were the one who won the first prize. I would like you to tell the people today how you won and what was the approach that you did to show the Thai people the real essence of Thailand and not the touristic or the Thailand that we all know. As when you go to Thailand, you go to Phuket, you go to tourism. How did you show Thailand?
Thank you, Hanazi, for being here, and thank you everybody for coming. I'd like to say something for today. The link is that I like framing life in all the aspects. So natural, people, feelings, architectural point of view. So I'm passionate about life and people. That's it. And how to express it and think what's normally, it's not only external but also deep inside what you can feel is my project. So this about Thailand was a beautiful experience, and this journey is one of these journeys that changes your life and the way you are. I met not only it's a beautiful people because they are beautiful people because they are very meditative, grateful. They are poor in a way, but very rich in a way. So our task was to discover this richness beyond the touristic and spoiled image that they have. And this was the purpose of the Ministry of Thailand with this challenging competition. That's it.
I mean, when you look at the picture, for example, this is for Roma, this is for the book of the picture that was just now here. And you see the proportion of the way you work in architectural proportion, balance, composition. And of course, all her emotions are in the picture. the important thing is for me as an architect, and I think for all the people that are not in the field, they might not know how much you take time to get into the balance of the picture. Sometimes when it's symmetrical, sometimes when it's asymmetrical, and it's meant to be. This needs time and needs, of course you need to be professional, but it needs training and passion. I mean, it can be just a result. It's not only because of my friend, or no, I'm really being very honest. The very moment, the first time I saw the pictures, that was my opinion, and it still is. So in the book of Roma, we can see the architecture, how rigid it is, and how static, yet very dynamic. Sometimes you look at the pictures, you see monumental and architectural, very static, but when you look at it and you see the repetition of the elements, you can feel it's moving. So dynamism بتبين الصورة. And this is really something that we should highlight, and I would really like to go through the book and just remember, can you go to the I'm going to take a
You know, I spent 3 years in Rome, and when I came back, it was after 25 years of my life here in Rome. And I felt it was really like a very big call about my culture and the essence of this culture. And I discovered, I had the chance to discover Rome in non-touristic. For a person that is not living there for a long time, that was not used to it, and the angle that I wanted to capture every picture, it was, you know, it is the eternal city for everybody. It's a very well-known city, but at the same time, it pulses alive every day with a very modern pulse. So that's what I wanted to work with.
We will talk a little bit also about Thailand again, about the pictures that you took in Thailand. There is one about this the dragon. You told me that this photo, you talked about the dragon, there was maybe 2,000 people around you, and you were just sitting around and waiting for the right moment in the temple. But you did not take the picture of the whole temple. You took one frame. You framed the idea that you want, which was the face of the dragon and his body in scale. But when you look at the picture, I hope it will come soon now. When you look at the picture, you can see that you did a frame in frame. So you framed the dragon in a way, side tableau. How much time did it take you? And how, how did you work with all the noise around you and the light? Were you waiting for the right moment? How much time? And why did you choose this part of the temple? Knowing that the guy that took all the photographs to this place, they wanted them also to take pictures. So what was the purpose of taking this part of the temple?
The challenge was being in a very touristic place like major cities in Bangkok and other major cities of Thailand, where maybe 1,000 tourists were there, and showing the essence of the place. So to isolate from all the residents and people around, and send photographs and chasing the right pictures. Also, we were always one in the frame of the other. But the challenge was this one, to have our own gaze on the reality and on this special reality. And what I found more interesting about Thailand was the contrast between the density of the temples, so big and huge, and the humility of the monks and the spiritual life. They were dressing in a very simple way, and without shoes or anything on the head, and living only from what they are gathering in the morning, every morning, only for the same day. So it's
about the inner world of every one of us. So every one of us will look at the picture from his own perspective. And it's all about her lumière. It's how she's using the dark space and reflecting the light. And creating pictures out of a simple gesture that I feel like she used her camera and she painted with a simple scratch of a pen one of these photos. You will be now seeing that, but I would really like to explain a bit about how we deal with the energy and the second dynamic side of the
simplicity is what is most difficult to create. The idea of excluding everything and just concentrate the light in simple lines, it means mastering the light in a very, very special way. All around, it should be not only light, but absorbing the light to allow the light to make exactly what we want. So maybe for obtaining one right picture, we have to shoot like some experiment and try and error. And this is because I wanted some very evocative pictures about what you cannot see from outside, it's under the skin. So there's something more feelings about living with our own converse, which is why the converse is very strong. And in our life we have the zones or period every day of difficulties, boundaries, dealing with our internal fights, but we always have an inner life, allowing us to start again and again the river of every moment. And when we are river, we are in the river, we are falling with our skin. We don't have filter, so it's very essential.
Architecture, we build buildings to say they last forever. The architect will die, people will leave this world, but the architecture stays. And the photography taken for these architectures, especially in Roma, it will make them even more, they will live more, and you can see them like forever. The thing is, in design, architecture, photography, graphic design, everything under the umbrella of design, artists don't speak. They draw, they take photos, they build, and the design speaks for itself. So I guess every photo that we're going to see, every tableau we're making here will speak for itself. And as I was saying, each one of us will see it from his own perspective. But for me, my favorite collection is the Thailand pictures, because they really bring out the essence of Thailand, as you told me, and they are showing this country and this culture and these people and the humble people and the humble life, and yet how grandiose they are, because they are beyond this universe. Because especially the monks, the way you showed us, there was one picture also when you will be looking throughout the book. I told Anna, this picture with the orange, like the monks wearing orange and they were dancing. She said they were not dancing, they were just walking. And they come here every morning, they take their food. This one, that's the one. So they are like, they're walking, they come here, they take the food that people will offer them to continue their day. And for me, I saw them that they were dancing. So I saw that as if they are happy. And she said, no, this is really their everyday doing that. So this was, I looked at the feet here. Can you just tell me what was the feet? Why did you take these pictures of feet?
In fact, I was very attracted by the feet in Thailand, because in the feet we speak a lot. It's like a face. When we are born, we have always the same skin. very perfect. But after the life is strengthening our feet. It shows very quickly how much we work, how much we are working on the street, on the land, if we have a difficult life or more easy. So they really speak. So I was attracted by their hands, by the line of their faces, but also on their feet. For example, for the Muay Thai boxer, maybe it was broken and it shows how hard it is to discipline on their side.
It shows the time they spend, how old they become, because the feet of the old lady also, or the face of the old lady, shows it expresses the time, her age. Same with the architectural photography that you took of Rome. When you had this picture about the stairs, we talked about this picture where you have the stairs. It's very dynamic, and you only took a picture of 4 to 5 steps. But this picture shows how old and how historical the place is, and how many people passed through here. It's very expressive, and it tells a story. So the important thing is how you're a great storyteller, my friend.
Thank you. This is the purpose to tell stories about the one picture of the silence. And what is even more challenging is to tell a story that reflects and resonates with every single person. For example, when you see something more positive, every time you see it, or every person sees it, but also every time you see it, maybe you can see something else resonate with something on the inside. So life is full of stories, and that's why I'm passionate about it.
I'm so glad to be here today and to present you. I'm really honored to be here. And I would like to invite everyone to please go ahead and check the books. And Anna will be signing the books after that. And continue with the stress. But if you want to sign the books, you can come here.
We'll buy the book.